This is Pastor Dyson, and today is Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2012, and I've come to the worship facility today and just came today because it's the day before Christmas, and I've got a lot of concerns. Many of you know of our plight that we've had with our insurance provider and what we've been faced with, and I'm still plagued with questions. I looked through the facility today and you see areas that were set up today. You see a lot of emptiness. You see tables where we had prepared to feed families and bless children with gifts. And so I just have questions. I'm still in the question mode. What if this whole matter with our insurance provider, Farmers, had been settled? This place would be filled with families and children's and gifts and food for persons in the community. What if, just as you observe, just empty tables and empty cupboards and those types of things? And this just concerns me that even after all of this time, that this matter has not been brought to final resolution, and that families that depend on this ministry have been impacted. And so I'm just going to ask today, as I sit and go through the facility and reflect as we come close to the end of the year, a series of what if questions that continue to haunt me. So what if we had settled this and all of the families could be here and be fed and taken care of? What if? Just continuing to tour through our facility here at 1200 South Point. The day before Christmas, a great day in the life of the church, and you'll see that the church is empty. And even as we come through the main gathering area here at the church, it's empty. It's empty. No families moving around, no one being served, no one being helped. No smell of food in the air, no children running through the facility, no cars out on the parking lot, just a state of emptiness. And it leaves me with questions, just what if questions, and touches my heart. Going on through. Welcome to the sanctuary area as we continue our tour on this Christmas Eve day of the facility, and just plagued with regret that we're not up and functioning the way we should be functioning at this time. But I really want to get to the heart of what troubles me and just ask some questions of those of you, and we won't put this out. The last one I communicated, and I want to put this out to everyone for everybody's consideration. I just want some questions to make you think, because a lot of times we all deal with a lot of situations and we don't quite handle them right. I ask myself some questions that have me confused, and I'm normally never confused, like to be on point and very accurate. But what if I told you all a story? And I told you of a small church, a small nonprofit organization that helps a lot of other organizations throughout this facility, and even allows other churches to share our worship space and use our worship space and do a number of things to try to help people in the community. But I told you that the church had been vandalized. And I told you that we had in our possession a recorded statement from a representative of our insurance company that told us that they had 90 days in order to settle our claim. What if I told you that? Then I told you it's been more than 130 days and our claim hasn't been settled. Would you conclude that there's a possibility of bad faith? I'm wondering. It's been more than 130 days of a claim that should have been settled in 90 days, and we've met every deadline that's been asked of us, and nothing. What if I told you that when we arrived the morning of discovery, we discovered it on August 13th, I believe, that morning when workers came into the facility who were working, and we saw in some of the dust tennis shoe prints. And we concluded, while we were waiting on the insurance representative to show up, children must have done this. Then later we learned that from an attorney representing farmers who's recording a statement of one of our trustees. And we learned that there is a police report that's out there where a witness that we don't know, a witness has reported seeing children vandalize the church. And the witness reported the vandalization of the church to the police department, and there is a police report that says that, factually, that a witness came forward and reported the vandalization of the church by young people. But even having this information in their possession, one of our officers of our church later, after the date of this report, was questioned by representatives of our insurance provider and asked point blank if he had any involvement with the vandalization of the church. That worries me, that concerns me. I'm just hoping that there's something I don't understand. And that's why I'm going through all 400 pages of statements and everything that we know about this case, every fact, every report, everything that we can find out about this whole thing. I'm going through it because I'm hoping that maybe I'm just confused. I don't understand, because to me, if you know that there was vandalization, if you know there's a police report, why are you attempting to ask questions of an officer of the church about vandalization that you know he didn't have anything to do with? But I don't know. Is that bad faith? I was just wondering. I just keep looking at my notes. I keep going through this book. I keep asking myself the question, what if I told you that not only that the claim hadn't been settled, there's been small movement, but even on parts of the claim that all parties have agreed to, that these are the losses, that all of those agreed to items not in dispute. After more than 130 days, they haven't been settled. Is that bad faith? What is it? I don't know. I'm wondering. If I told you that you've got this church that's got a police report, you've got this church that has given everything that has been asked of them, and yet daily our losses grow. No plaques being printed, no helping people with supplemental income during the holidays. No, none of the things that we are about to do, none of that is being done this year. I'm wondering, what is it? Especially when something so small and so simple, with a police report, with a witness who saw something, could have been settled early on, and now every day the losses just grow. Even here, we're now getting operational again and getting the church part of the thing really up and running again. And we're trying to recover and keep moving. And we're going to do that. We're going to make it some kind of way. But I was just wondering if, like me, when you review the facts and you start to look at it, you say, well, their demographics, they're small, African-American majority of our membership in the demographic location that we're located in. Maybe all of this has some contributing factor. These are questions that make you wonder if we're not being subjected to bad faith. Somewhere we've done everything we can, but we're not getting any answers. So hopefully 2013 is going to be a better year. We're going to press forward with ministry. We're going to press forward with helping people. We've shifted some of this away from this facility and have been doing some things in another part of the area. And now we're just going to try to bring more of it back and continue to serve. And so we ask you to keep us, and those of you who would view this, keep us in your prayers. Come out and visit us on Sundays for the church part of it. And anything else that you want to know, please feel free to get in contact with us. Go to our website. And we're looking forward to all the support that we can get as we begin to take the next steps to do what we need to do to make sure that we represent the demographic which we serve, which is the underprivileged, those who have no status, the unemployed, the senior citizens, the veterans, the single mothers, convicted felons. Those are the people that we serve, and those are the people that we've been called to serve. We want to keep doing that. We need your support. We're going to ask you, as you see this video, share it with everybody you can. Everybody. We're going to get a marketing company involved, and we really want them to help us put this out in everywhere we can. We want everyone to see, because I'm concerned that maybe I've found a new calling in life, that what's happening right now may be happening not only to me, but happening to and to this church, but to other churches and other small businesses and challenged demographics. And we want you to join the cause. And so please, ma'am, please, sir, show your support, and we thank you in advance. Be blessed.